Australia. The land of opportunities offers much more to aspiring immigrants than you would imagine. Great lifestyle, career opportunities, work-life balance, affordable quality education, social security and health benefits, incredible sports facilities, and world-class living, just to name a few. Australia has a strong economy and low unemployment rate, and offers salaries that well justify your professional credentials and expectations. Are you a skilled immigrant struggling to find your perfect job in Australia? Have you applied for several jobs and getting very few to no interview calls at all? Have you been interviewed but consistently getting rejection letters and wondering why? Are you a resilient professional who is really serious about investing your time and money in quickly finding your dream job? It doesn't matter whether you're in Australia or overseas, we are here to help you. Based in Melbourne, Career Launch Australia is a professional career mentoring service offered to global skilled immigrants to secure their perfect Australian job in weeks instead of months, and getting paid what they deserve, even if they don't have local experience. Immigrant coaching is much more than just career coaching. It involves understanding the mindset and thought process of individual immigrants at an emotional level, and professionally helping them with their job search. Empathy and heart-to-heart connection is crucial for immigrant coaching, and you will surely notice it in CLA consultants. Qualified professionals who have already got their Australian PR, work visa, or those who have applied for Australian PR and are likely to get their visa in the near future, proactively start working with CLA and acquire job search breakthrough techniques. This often results in them quickly securing the job they love after they migrate to Australia. CLA's proven success blueprints offers immigrant professionals practical tools and mindset they need to quickly succeed in their new life and career in Australia. CLA has been marketing their clients successfully into their preferred careers since more than 10 years, giving them both competence and confidence to win the high-paying positions they deserve. Our fully customizable mentoring package includes executive resume writing, LinkedIn profile, interview preparation, addressing key selection criteria, salary projection and negotiation, and most importantly, strategic networking techniques and connecting you with industry connections. A study shows that recruiters spend only 6 seconds reviewing an individual resume. Does your resume stand out in 6 seconds? On an average, every corporate job receives around 250 applications. Does your application hit the nail on the head? 89% of recruiters report hiring candidates through LinkedIn. Does your LinkedIn profile attract interest? 92% of employers and recruiters hire or plan to hire candidates through networks or referrals. How many recruiters do you know? 85% of critical jobs are filled via networking of some sort. Do you know how to strategically network with the right people and access the hidden job market? Average Australian full-time salary is $5,000 a month. You're losing this huge amount every month you're jobless for, and you're using your own hard-earned overseas money to survive in Australia. Could you afford to sustain this double loss? Time is ticking, so don't wait any further. Come and have a chat with us to quickly secure your dream job.
Welcome to this live simulcast of Career Launch Australia. You're watching us live on Facebook and YouTube. Progress happens only when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of making the change. My name is Rajiv Bedse. My guest today is Biji. Biji, who has decided to embrace and overcome all challenges by changing her mindset. Biji, welcome to this simulcast.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thanks for having me here and getting this opportunity to go live.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
So, viewers, Biji has Masters in Construction Management from Deakin University with over 1 year of Australian experience with a Tier 2 company in Melbourne. She has Australian PR, but she lost her job during COVID and struggled to find another job for more than 3 months, even after having local experience. Before enrolling in CLA's Ultimate Shift program, she had a limiting belief that even for entry-level jobs, they were asking for a minimum of 3 years of experience. Now, Biji has secured a new job as an estimator with a tier one company in Canberra. And she secured this job within 2 weeks after her new resume was created. Biji, how does it feel?
It does feel really excited. I actually didn't value myself much. Now, once I got the opportunity, I just feel really grateful and having enrolled for this program.
That's great. You know, Biji, you are an evidence that getting a job in Australia is not easy even after having local
Yeah,
experience.
100%.
But what changed for you after enrolling in CLA's Ultimate Shift program?
Yeah, so having been unemployed for over 3 months, I had crafted my own resume and I'd been trying like relentlessly, like from morning till evening, applying for a couple of jobs, waiting for the responses, and I didn't even get a call. So, which was really disappointing, like with 3 months consistently struggling and not even getting a call. I was like, I initially, like being a student here in Australia, I thought that, okay, you need a PR and also you need a local experience to get a job in Australia. And finally, like once I achieved all those boxes, I ticked both the check boxes, getting a PR, having a local experience. And I was just still doubting myself, like, what's happening to me? And I couldn't figure out what exactly is wrong with my resume, or why am I not getting called. I started doubting myself. Oh God, what's happening? So then I realized that I need a help. So I need someone to guide me so that I'm working in the right direction. That's when I found CLA, and yeah, was the initial chat with Rajiv sir. I was happy, and I just enrolled with the program. And honestly, with the difference, I would say that first of all, I was very much depressed with the 3 month search. Then I started picking up a bit with the mentoring and with the guidance that's been provided. I just felt supported. So mentally, I was supported, and then somehow gained that energy. And secondly, with the resume, I don't know, like I never thought my resume would look that great, and I didn't even realize that I had such great skills, which I never realized. And then I started getting calls, and pretty much I was happy.
Going one step back, Vijay,
Yeah.
how did you discover Career Launch Australia?
Yeah, so I would give that credit to my husband. So I'm not the one who discovered.
So you're the culprit.
Yes, he is. So while, as I said, I was so depressed, and there was a point when I stopped applying for jobs. So I was like, oh no, it's not happening anymore, and I'm done with it. And I just literally, I just stopped applying for jobs. And then even my husband is the one who figured out that I need some help too. And he's the one who searched for the couple of video testimonials of yours, and was shocking that when he showed one of his testimonials, the person himself was one of my classmates back in uni. So I was like, oh God, I know this person. And he's, yeah, so there's someone who has a direct experience. I know him in person, as well as he has an experience involving with your program, and it has been successful too. So I was like, this is something I think I need to like at least give a try and see what's happening. So that's how we discovered you, and with the video testimonial, of course. Hope that this testimonial also would be inspiring for someone who has gone through my stage. Yeah, that's how.
So, you enroll in the program, but what
Yeah.
criteria was
Yeah.
your decision based on when you enroll in the CLA's Ultimate Shift program?
Yeah. So first, majorly, I would say I needed a support. Yeah. Honestly, I couldn't do it myself. So I needed a support, and also I initially with like first session, one-to-one session with you yourself, I was I just found that confidence. I just trusted you. I just felt that you are a person who could obviously help me out, come out of the situation. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, you talked a little bit about your resume. I would love to hear from you about the quality of your new resume that we
Yeah.
crafted for you.
Yeah, sure. So with the resume, actually, when I just still remember the resume and cover letter coming through. And once I read through the whole, I was like, is this me? That's the
Mhm.
only thing that happened. So it's like, I just see myself in my resume. So honestly, so when I just felt that, okay, if someone sees this resume without seeing me in person, they could get to know what I'd been doing for the past years. So the earlier resume that I had was just indicative of the roles and responsibilities of the job title that I was handling. And with the career launch resume, like it actually encapsulated me as a professional in just, I would say, it was put in 3 pages, which I felt really proud of actually. Like I was
Mhm.
like, even if I don't get any interview calls or whatever, I just felt proud of seeing my resume at least. Um, Seeing what I could do or what I could offer to them. That was great.
So, tell me a little bit about it. In what way, when you compare, and I never looked at your original resume
Yeah,
when we crafted your new resume,
yeah,
but when you compare your new resume with the old resume, what differences did you see there?
yeah. So majorly with the resume, I would say that with whatever content that it had, it projects me as a problem solver rather than like what I'm like some position that I'm seeking for.
Mm,
So in those whatever content it had, it did have like what are the problems that we face, that I face as a professional, and how I overcame, and all those were like capsuled in the right way, so that they get to know like what are skills I attained just facing those problems. And yeah, it was a bit descriptive though, but still it did give a really good indication of what I could do as an employee or as a professional, I would say. So that's transforming myself from a job seeker to a problem solver, I would say. Yeah.
absolutely. And one of the challenges that I have seen people face is not understanding what exactly the recruiters or the employers are looking for. In
Exactly.
most cases, the resumes are filled with whatever we possess instead of
Yes.
offering to them what they want.
100%.
Challenge there is, to understand what they want. It's all about giving.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
about adding value to the employers
Yes.
in a meaningful way. And for that to happen, you need to understand what to give and how much to give.
Yes.
You know how to give it, but you don't know what exactly
Yes.
to give and how much to give.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
in my experience, I've seen that when people have figured out how much to give, then they will not be seen as underexperienced or overexperienced.
You're right.
One of the biggest reasons why people get this comment from the recruiters or the employer that you are overexperienced or
Yes.
you're underexperienced. That's because you are
Yes.
either giving them too much or you are giving them too less. So understanding exactly what they want and then finding the balance between what they want and what you can give
Yes.
is the real key, and that needs to be reflected in your resume as well. Would you agree
Yes.
with that?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. So
Yeah.
that's what exactly it is. And with the right steps or whatever process that we've been going through in crafting the resume, which is amazing again. With the like you get to know like what you've been doing. Yeah, it's more majorly like you get to know what you are. And with the process, like, it was just a transitioning, I would say, with the questionnaires, with the like I would say a coded like with the JRD, and from there crafting it the way to the resume. It was just a easy transitioning process to the resume crafting altogether. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, networking, and probably
Yeah.
I would say professional networking
Yeah.
or strategic networking is an
Yeah.
integral part
Yes.
of success in getting the job.
Yes.
Now, I distinctly remember that in the pre-coaching questionnaire, you
Yeah.
mentioned that you're not interested or you dislike the idea of professional networking. How
Yes.
did that change after CLS mentoring?
Yeah, sure. So with the strategic networking, I was not good at it, or maybe like I was worst at it. So I wasn't even like, I was active in LinkedIn, like just to see what all job opportunities that's been listed and stuff like that. But I never tried connecting with people or even the recruiters or whatever the industry professionals are. And I wasn't bothered. Maybe I just didn't want to come out of my comfort zone. Honestly, like I was like, anyhow, there would be opportunities listed. I'll apply online and I'll just get the way around. I wasn't
Mm.
feeling comfortable doing the strategic networking, going up to them and talking like what all they require or what all positions are open. I didn't want such an open conversation only because I restricted myself, and I couldn't come out of that barrier. So after joining CLA, I just found how important it's to do the strategic networking, especially in developed countries like Australia. It's very important to do strategic networking with recruiters and industry professionals to land to your dream job, which I realized. So once you learn your mistake, you need a like change. So there should be a change in you. So unless and until you change, there won't be any change in your life. So it will keep going the way it is. So I changed myself. I started a bit of networking, connected with recruiters, couple of industry professionals, in a way to connect and to see what their life experiences is, especially with the industry as professionals and with the recruiters, to know like what are the opportunities and how I would stand as a job. I would say that a job searcher. Yeah. So I started connecting with recruiters, and then that's one way which I utilize a strategic networking technique, and that's exactly how I got the job too. So uh, that if I wouldn't have done that, still I would be in the same state, I would say. Yeah.
So in this conversation, you mentioned a couple of things. One thing you said that when you change, everything else will change for you, and that is so true. That is what Mahatma Gandhi said. He said, "Be the change you want to see in the others."
Yes.
And the
Yes.
other thing that you mentioned is you said you are a job searcher.
Yeah.
What, according to you, is the difference between a job searcher and a job seeker?
Yeah, that's the first point or first correction that was made by you yourself, Rajesh sir, on transitioning your like mindset from a job seeker to a job searcher. So once we are a job seeker, we keep on like applying for jobs, like trying to get an opportunity or somehow or the other. And with the job search, like we value, first of all, we value ourselves as a problem solver in finding solution for the company or what exactly their problem is, what's their requirement, and when we just give what we can offer to the company based on their requirements. It's not what we can do; it's what we can do for them. Yeah. So that's the drastic difference, and yeah, never realized that before.
That's exactly right. And I
Yeah.
always believe that the job is for you, but it is not about you. It's about
Yeah.
them, as to
Correct.
how you can solve their problems, how you can add value to their business.
Yes.
Now, in the CLA program, Biji, we offer you an end-to-end solution for your job
Yeah.
search, which includes the mindset preparation, profile crafting, job search mentoring, interview preparation, job
Yeah.
search support, which is the post mentoring support, and so
Yeah.
on. Which of these tools specifically helped you the most
Yeah.
out of all these tools?
Yeah. I would say it's a difficult question to answer though, because it can't be separated from one another. So everything, all these aspects are important for you to uh, get a get the right job that you need. So, but if you ask me to pick one, like, but still maybe I'll pick one or two. So if I pick one, first is a mindset shift, because as I told you, I was totally like devastated or depressed with the whatever was happening. So I had to uplift myself first of all to be in a position to have the strength to deal with the problems and just come out of it. So first of all, the mind shift changed, and also I had a lot of limiting beliefs. So one was that I didn't have enough experience. When while I was applying for all the estimated jobs, I was like, oh, I'm just 1 year experience. I'm a little experienced, so I might
Mm,
not get a job. So there was like a kind of a limiting belief that I had. which also had to be changed in the sense like I can't change it like one day, like I can't think and say that, oh, I need a change. But it's like believing in yourself once you get to know what you've been doing and what all skill sets you have. So that would come like first is a mindset change. Secondly, obviously, crafting resume, the process of crafting resume is commendable because that's a day when I actually felt proud of myself, getting to know me better, like on what I was doing, and what my life experiences and how it would, how I could apply it in my like job searching strategies and stuff. So that's when I got to know myself. So the resume crafting obviously is a, like I would say, a moment when I felt proud of myself and also worth and valuable. So I wasn't valuing myself. I was like, oh, you are not enough. So that's like I'm just kind of like I'm not rating myself well. So it's like I just started valuing myself in a better way. Like once we worked together with crafting the resume, and yeah, so two, of course, the mindset shift and resume crafting, of course. All
Yeah.
I can't pick up one, but still.
What exactly did help you the most in the mindset preparation? Because it involves a lot of things. It includes, taking care of your fears, your limiting beliefs, your boosting up your confidence, getting over your self-sabotage,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So, was there anything specific that helped you?
Yeah, all the aspects I would say, and starting from the initial stages. One thing I remember is that you asked me to just go out and see the nature. So it's like I wasn't doing that. Like I'm a nature lover. I just go outside, see around places. But then with all these depressing things, without getting a job, I never realized that that's I'm lacking it and I'm not doing it. So once I got out and just spent some time for myself, I just felt like, oh God, like there's a lot to see around, and I just feel good that I'm in the right place, in a, what to say, in a beautiful land, and I never realized what all I have or I possess. So I wasn't feeling grateful. Like I had been like achieving things, coming over here, everything was great, but I was not even feeling grateful. So one thing that you taught me was to be grateful for whatever you have.
Mm.
So I realized that with the first stage, and secondly, with the limiting belief, I had a lot of limiting beliefs, honestly. I always kind of rate myself. So I just felt I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I don't have enough experience. Like a lot of limiting beliefs in that way. So I just cleared all those limiting beliefs only through whatever process that been going through CLA. So that's one of the other thing that I would like to know. And also then one day, like when we had a chat, I realized that I don't love myself anymore, which was the I would say I didn't know, like I never realized it. So that's one day when I started loving myself, when I just wrote down on whatever I have done or whatever I'd been doing to others. Then I just realized that okay, I have to start loving myself now. Like these are some small pointers which we forget once we face some problem or issues in our life. These are some minor pointers, but then I feel it's really important to be happy in our life. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. I just got a message from, I'll share that with you, with Akash. Akash
Yeah.
Naik says, congratulations to Biji. Raju sir's guidance has always been a great tool to have that right mindset. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Akash. What would you
Yeah.
say, Akash?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Akash. I'm not sure whether Akash has already enrolled in your program or
He
still waiting.
has, yes.
He has. Okay, then he's also one of the one who reaped the fruit from whatever you had been giving. So yeah, it was great, Akash. Like the experience was great, and I have changed my mindset, and that changed my life too. Yeah,
Tell me something, Biji, now that we are talking about Akash.
yeah,
He has asked this question.
yeah,
When you didn't have the job, for how many
yeah.
months? 3 months?
More than 3 months.
More than 3 months.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind, and how did you get over that using the power of the ultimate shift?
Yeah. So honestly, like with the 3 months, it's a lot of time that when you invest whole of your day or whole of your time in job hunting for a job, trying to find out something. So that's what I told already. I mentioned before that I was so disappointed, and then disappointed to a point where I just actually didn't want to do anything else in my life, and I was like totally done with it, with the job, and I was like, no, you're not going anywhere now. You're done with it. So with the CLA program, of course, there was a total mind shift, especially in strengthening myself, building the self confidence, and yeah, and being happy. Moreover, with the life that you're living, being grateful, like all those aspects, I would say. The
Mm,
great tool. He's asking about the great tool, right? Yeah. So it's been a great tool, of course, with the Ultimate Shift program, changing the mindset in order to uh, keep you acute to get the right job, I would say. Yeah.
absolutely. Mindset is the most important thing, I think, and I strongly believe that your mindset is more important than your skill set is.
Yes.
We have another question or comment by Manoj Kumar Das. He says, "Congratulations to Biji.
Yeah. Okay.
Watching
That's-
producer's video, he is excellent human being." Oh, thank you so much. Plan to connect with you, Raju sir, to get a job in Australia. Please guide me, Raju sir. Most definitely.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, absolutely. Vijay is a wonderful human being. I sincerely believe so. And she's a she's a religious person as well. She
Yeah.
believes in God. And I distinctly remember, did I share with you, Vijay, the video of Joel Osteen?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you did.
cool.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks,
yeah,
Manoj. Yeah. I think there's someone, Manoj is someone who's trying to get some help to find a job. Just wanted to just give a word to Manoj. I think you are in the right place. Yeah, if you need some help and a mentoring, Rajiv sir would be the right person, I would say. It's like you can see myself being so happy, like landing in a job, and really grateful in enrolling for CLA. So I would just like to tell him that you won't regret for what you do for sure, Manoj. All the best for your job hunt too. Yeah,
thank you so much. But Manoj, let me tell you something, we do not have a magic wand.
yeah,
You
100%.
know, it's a collective effort. And like I said at the beginning of this video, progress happens only when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of making the change. When you say enough is enough, this is the end of it. I'm not taking it anymore. I'm going to get the job within this much time span. That is when things start happening because
Yeah,
you are then sending a strong positive message to your
yeah.
subconscious mind, which then gets the things to move in the direction that you want.
Yeah. Adding on to this once again, I just quickly remember about my like when I got my resume from CLA, and later I just applied for a couple of jobs, and I did connect with recruiters too. I got this job position 2 weeks, and I remember like calling like 1 week after getting the resume. I just called Rajiv sir and was like, oh, "Sir, I have an interview. Like I'm not done with my mock interview now." So I didn't realize, I didn't think that I would get a sooner interview. So once I connected with recruiter, sent off the resume, like quicker I got an interview. So, and I was so shocked, never thought that I would get one. And yeah, it was quicker for me. It might take some time for others too. Just wanted to just tell that it totally depends on yeah, the effort that you put in. And secondly, yeah, there's something else too. I would say maybe like I believe in God too, so there's something else. Maybe a bit of God's grace too. Yeah, both. Anyhow, it will work together. Yeah.
And I distinctly remember, Vijay, you saying that when you had this actual interview,
Yeah.
you were so confident going to the interview because now you had changed your mindset from a job seeker to a problem solver that you almost um, drove the interview in the way in the direction that you wanted. I distinctly remember that.
Yes. yes. So with my interviewing experience, the interviews in Australia, it's mostly behavioral, and they don't ask you like questions and answers. You tell. So just with my experience, since I had a bit of mock interview and CLA guidance, I'd been like trying to keep up with the conversation, just driving the conversation. Actually, I was the one asking the questions to the ones who interviewed me, and I was like, am I riding in the right direction? But then I tried to kind of share my experiences on the way with the conversation, just like a one-to-one conversation. Just
Mm.
wanted to discuss my experiences and how I connect with my previous company and the new company, and yeah, just kind of cutting across what to say, the your experience, how your experience could be implemented in the other company. So it's kind of comparing and finding that fine gap, so that yeah, it's always better you drive the interview rather than the interviewer driving you to some awkward questions which you don't want to be in. So yeah,
And you used a very correct word. You said it's in the interview is about bridging that gap
yeah,
between what they want and what you can offer to them.
yeah,
As
yes,
long as there is a gap, and as
yes,
long as you are self-centered or self-centric during the job interview, you will have a lot of stress, and
yes,
you will have anxiety, and you will have
yes,
sweaty palms and kind of
yeah,
things.
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
I was talking to somebody, and after he came out of the interview room, he was sweating. He was
Hmm.
absolutely sweating. He was perspiring, and
Yeah,
oh, that's not a situation you would like to be in.
yeah, you're right.
Cool. We got another person joining us here. Aditya. Oh, Aditya, how are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you read the message there, Biji?
Yeah. So congrats, Biji. Thank you, Aditya. And yeah, Raju sir is a great mentor. And with his technique, I got an extremely positive response in the first job application itself. And that is continuously increasing my confidence. I think he has newly enrolled with your program, Aditya, if I'm right.
Aditya, yes, he has.
Yes.
Aditya's story is very interesting because, and I love Aditya's approach because he
Yeah.
has been very proactive.
Okay. Nice.
This boy, even before completing his masters, he completed his masters in November, and
Oh, okay.
he enrolled in the program. I'm not sure. I don't remember, Aditya. Was it July or August? Sometime around that
Oh,
time.
that's
Even
nice.
before he finished his masters, and I said, "Wow, I love your
Yeah.
proactive approach."
Yeah.
And by the time he finished his masters, he was all ready to start
Oh,
applying for jobs.
that's nice.
His
Right.
resume was ready. He had all the techniques in his arsenal, and now it was only the time to start applying those techniques in the real
Oh,
life,
oh, that's
which he has
nice.
done just recently, and he has been getting the response now.
Okay, that's nice, Aditya. First of all, congratulating you for enrolling the program, also being proactive. That's a key, actually, Aditya. So being proactive, like because there, I know a few of them who actually know what will happen, and they come and face a situation and later figure out what to do. It's always better to be proactive. Just calculate what all the risks that would be once you graduate, and once you graduate you have all the weapons to go. That's the way to do it. So all the best with your job hunt, Aditya, and I'm sure you're going to land in your dream job sooner, and all the best with that too. Yeah,
Absolutely, I'm absolutely confident about this
yeah,
boy because he has got a lot of he can manage his time extremely well. He doesn't waste time. He doesn't not do the thing that he should not be doing. And yes,
yeah.
he's saying that he joined the program in the month of July
Oh yeah,
when he was starting the job hunt in November.
that's nice.
Now, one of the best things that has happened with you, Biji, is you have reduced that gap from when you lost your job and getting this new job. Because
Yes,
coming closer to Christmas, if you
yes,
wouldn't have got a job now,
yes.
you probably would be starting to apply for the job in January, after
Jan,
15th of Jan, and
100%.
in which case you would be jobless for maybe 6 months.
6 months altogether, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
And
yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to just remember, like once the resume was crafted, I still remember calling you and saying the same. Rajesh sir, the Christmas is coming. So what am I doing? So do you think that I'll land in an interview before Christmas? Then I just remember you quoting an example of I don't remember the name. I'm even not taking the name to someone who got an interview, 3 interviews during the Christmas break.
Mm.
And I was actually inspired from that too. So that again, that was a limiting belief from my mind. So it's like I'm a person like who take decision based on the fact. So I just felt like, okay, now December is coming, anyhow it will be break, like around 1 month break, and maybe I'll start getting calls mid Jan. So even I was a bit apprehensive about that factor, being jobless for maybe for 6 months. Again, I needed a bit of confidence there too. So that's when I called you, and you just kind of reinforced, saying that it's possible. It's don't say that it's impossible. So that's just a limiting belief that you have. Now you have your resume, you keep on applying, or like you do what you've been doing. So eventually you will find the result. And now I can probably say that, like if I had that limiting belief, maybe like I don't think I would have landed in this job sooner. Yeah.
I completely agree with you there, Biji, because getting a job is more about your mindset
Yes.
than anything else because you have the skills.
Yes.
Mindset is not something that is taught to you at the university
Yes.
level or even in the school. It is something that you
Yeah.
have to develop. And I strongly believe that if you have the mentoring, if you have the coaching, you can most definitely develop that mindset at any
Yes.
point in time, as long as you have open mind, as long as you are prepared. And look, my simple logic is this: if one person who is a PR or who is not even a PR, who are on TR, I mean, 3 or 4 of our clients have got the
Yeah.
jobs who are still on TR 485,
Yeah.
and they got the jobs around the same time as now, which is
Oh.
right in the middle of COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking if they can get the jobs, any Tom, Dick, and Harry in the world can get the job as long as you do the same things that they have done.
Yeah. 100%. I agree.
And whether you have the experience or not, I have seen many experienced people coming to
Hmm.
Australia still struggling to find a job
Yes.
only because of the mindset that they have, only because of those, stories or the voices that they hear that you don't
Yes.
have the local experience, you are very new to Australia.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hear these comments that, you are not fair-skinned person. The Australians will not do this, they will not do that. And I'm like,
Hmm.
give me a break.
Yeah.
It's all about you adding value to them as much
Yeah.
as possible, and you standing out. You
Yes.
have
Of
you
course.
have to stand out. You just
Yeah.
can't, standing in the queue, just praying for a job.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
have kind of right kind of mindset, and then add
Yeah.
value to them as
Yeah.
much as you possibly can.
Yeah. 100%. Agree, sir.
Wow. So, anything else that you would like to share with people who are watching this live telecast at the moment?
Yeah. First of all, I'll just thank everyone who's watching this. I think everyone is like, some of them already have a bit of experience enrolling with CLA and with Rajiv sir, and some of the others. I think I would concentrate more on that category who are like kind of struggling still to find a job. Even I have a couple of my friends too who are in the same state. So to all my friends out there who's watching us live, I would like to say that. Like you need a change. Like if your strategy is not working, like
Mm,
maybe like I'm not like saying or recommending that you need to do this in order to get a job, but then I'm just saying that if you had been following a particular strategy and it's not working out for months, then it's like a waste of time, you spending your time again doing the same thing over and over. So now like make a change in yourself, and see the change and live the change that you want to see in yourself. Yeah, that,
absolutely.
yeah.
If you keep doing the thing that you are doing at the moment, which are not fetching you any outcome or any desired result. Einstein once said, he said, doing the same things and expecting different results is called insanity.
Yes.
And
Yes.
people are insane that way in that regard,
Yes.
because everybody wants a job in this country. People
Yes.
are persistent, but it is one thing to be persistent, and it's another thing to be persistent in the right direction.
100%.
There is no point in climbing a mountain and then realizing, oh, I climbed the
Yeah.
wrong
Yes, you're
one.
right.
That's one of the mistakes that most people make, and that is why they struggle, they suffer.
Yeah.
And eventually, I strongly believe that you can buy your money back, but you
Yeah.
can't buy your time back.
100%. Yeah.
Every month that you're jobless for, it is increasing your stress level. It is, and you gave a very good
Yeah.
example of self love.
Yeah.
What is the most important thing around this time when you are looking for a job is to believe in yourself strongly enough, and that will eventually happen only when
Yeah.
you love yourself strongly enough, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And also, like putting the effort in the right direction is very important. So if you need a redirection, you need to redirect rather than like doing something or spending effort and time in something which is not right. So think about it and redirect yourself to the right strategy. And yeah, hope everyone would land in their dream job. Yeah.
And probably that is what Manoj is saying as well. He says, believing is achieving.
Yeah.
Never give up. And that's a great message, Manoj. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Nice quote.
So, I sincerely thank all the viewers who are watching this live, this simulcast live on YouTube, on Facebook. And, Biji, you have been helping an orphanage in India with your own income.
Yes.
Ambition is to start a business to support less privileged people in your
Yes.
hometown and provide a better living through generating employment to others.
Yes.
And that's a noble cause. What a great cause that is. And I sincerely wish, may all your dreams come true and
Yes.
may all your ambitions be fulfilled in near future.
Yeah.
My heartfelt thanks
Yeah.
for this interview. I really mean it, and God bless you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, sir. Thanks for this opportunity too, and thanks for quoting that too. Maybe that's if someone listens to this message that you told at last, maybe they would also think about helping someone in their life, maybe in one way or the other, adding a value to others in the best way they could. Just before winding up, I would say that there was a friend of mine who was again still struggling with the job search, and since even I was going through the same state as of her, but I was able to at least give a bit of confidence when she got an interview. I said like, "Hey, you don't worry. Like, you just keep doing what you're doing, and you are strong enough. You have enough experiences." So I just kind of strengthened her too with whatever that I'd been going through, whatever change I made in myself. So that's all about adding value to others, which is very important, and everyone should also take care of their community and do their best to support them, so that maybe like a drop or whatever you could do for them can be really meaningful. So your life has to be meaningful.
And that's so typical about life, which is that when you give something to other people, when you add value to other people in a meaningful way, when you give something to other people, actually you are adding value to them. And when you add value to other people, you're not losing anything. Nature is amazing that when
Yes.
you are adding value to other people, you become valuable. And
Yes.
when you become valuable, you become indispensable. And when
Yes.
you become indispensable, you become an asset.
Yes.
And that is
100%.
what life is all about.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you so
Yeah.
much from the bottom
Yeah.
of my heart. You have today become a reference point for
Yes.
so many people who will
Yes.
be following you, who will be watching this video once it is recorded on YouTube. So
Yes.
thank you once again, and needless to say, if you need any help, we are always there to help you in
Yeah.
future.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. I'm grateful. Thank you. Thanks a lot for you too. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Okay.